It is the bi-weekly media briefing of the military on their operational activities across various theaters in the country.
Our troops are not relenting.
The Director of Defense Media Operations started the briefing with the announcement of the arrest of a man believed to be one of the founding members of the indigenous people of Biafra.
In the southeast, the troops of Operation Udoka, Forward Operational Base Orsu, in a sting operation, apprehended a terrorist leader belonging to the indigenous people of Biafra and the Eastern Security Network terrorist group, known as Mr. Pius Ibu. He is an indigenous people of Biafra terrorist founding father responsible for Orsu general area in Imo State. Also in a separate development, troops of Forward Operational Base Amaruku conducted a raid on an indigenous people of Biafra terrorist group commander's location. The raid was successful and led to the arrest of the commander, identified as Emmanuel Onwugu in Imbanu, local government area of Abia State.
Major achievements of the troops within the last 2 weeks is also reeled out.
In the war against crude oil theft, as well as our effort to boost the nation's daily crude oil production, troops arrested 18 perpetrators of crude oil theft during the week. Troops also denied the theft of crude oil estimated to the sum of 1.7 billion naira during the week.
With the successes so far recorded, the military assures that it remains committed to defeating terrorists on the battlefield and in their hideouts for the peace and growth of Nigeria as a nation.
The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, have condemned the Nigerian army for allegedly spreading false information about the arrest of the founding fathers of IPOB ESN, calling it an attempt to influence the upcoming trial of the IPOB leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. According to them, the Nigerian army made a press conference where they stated that some founding fathers of IPOB ESN has been arrested by the Nigerian army after a brutal, fierce gun battle in Orsu, Imo State. But the IPOB have come out to debunk the news, saying that the criminals that the Nigerian army claim that they arrested are not founders of IPOB. That in fact IPOB does not even know the people that they are parading on screen, calling them IPOB and ESN founder. The IPOB make this assertion stating that the Nigerian army knew fully well that Nnamdi Kanu's court trial is around the corner, and that is why they made this public statement during a press review that they have caught founding fathers of IPOB ESN. They stated that the essence of this is to influence the incoming trial of IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The IPOB accused the army of using these tactics to intimidate judges and sway justice against Nnamdi Kanu. The IPOB stated that they do not have knowledge of the supposed founding father that the army claims to have been detained, criticizing the Nigerian army's actions as lacking in class honor and dignity. The IPOB further stated that the people that the Nigerian army are parading on screen saying that they have arrested are not members of the IPOB or ESN, that the people that the Nigerian army are parading on screen and not members of the ESN or IPOB. They went forward to state that the army knows the leader of the IPOB and ESN, and they are just trying to create unnecessary awareness. IPOB emphasized that Nnamdi Kanu's role as the founder and leader of IPOB is a matter of public record, asserting that the Nigerian Army's actions are a ploy to cast doubt before Nnamdi Kanu's case. They went forward to state that even the general public knows fully well that Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB and ESN, that the people that the army are parading on screen, calling them founding fathers of IPOB, ESN, they don't even know who they are, that these are criminals branded as unknown gunmen that have been terrorizing southeastern region. But the army, whenever they catch this kind of people, they will brand them as IPOB, ESN. Now this time around, they have branded these ones as IPOB, ESN founding fathers. The IPOB urged the public to ignore what it described as shameless propaganda by the Nigerian army, labeling these tactics as recurring attempts to bias the judicial process against IPOB and its leader. The IPOB further expressed strong condemnation of the Nigerian Army's alleged tactics of disseminating fake news to influence the judiciary regarding the upcoming case involving their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The IPOB claims that the recent reports by the Nigerian Army regarding the arrest of an alleged founding fathers of IPOB are baseless and aim at pressurizing judges to rule unfavorably against Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. The group criticized these actions as an attempt to manipulate public perception and judicial decision, questioning the army's knowledge of IPOB's history and leadership. They stated that the army knows the history of IPOB. It knows that Nnamdi Kanu is the founding father of IPOB, and they also know that Nnamdi Kanu is the founding father of ESN and also the commander of ESN. Yet, they brought out this fake news to deceive the public that some unscrupulous criminals were arrested and they claimed to be IPOB founding fathers. According to the IPOB, the criminals that the Nigerian army is parading on the screen are not IPOB members, let alone IPOB founding fathers. That the IPOB does not know who they are, they don't have any affiliation with them, and they don't have any connection with them. That the Nigerian army should stop their cheap propaganda in the name of trying to castigate Nnamdi Kanu and pressurize the judges to rule unfavorably against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The group also emphasized that IPOB's funding by Nnamdi Kanu is widely acknowledged, questioning why the Nigerian army would make such an unsubstantiated claims about other funders. The statement further asserted that the Nigerian army often issues similar announcements around court hearings, which IPOB views as a strategy to create a biased atmosphere against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in judicial proceedings. The group, however, urged the public to dismiss such claims as shameless propagandas. In a recent event that happened in Orsu in Imo State, there was a news report that the Nigerian army engaged in a fierce gun battle with IPOB ESN, and in the process, the Nigerian army claimed that they have captured key figures whom they describe as the founding fathers of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and the Eastern Security Network, ESN. They made the claim during a live broadcast when they were making a public speech. However, IPOB disputed this claim, insisting that the criminals are not founder of IPOB and criticizing the Nigerian army for what they describe as intimidation tactics. The IPOB argues that these claims are part of a campaign to influence legal proceedings involving Nnamdi Kanu, the known leader of IPOB. The IPOB statement emphasized their view that the Nigerian Army statements are misleading and aimed at affecting judicial decision on the case of Nnamdi Kanu. They stated that the world knows that Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and is also the founder of ESN because he was the one that founded ESN and stands as the commander of ESN. So for the Nigerian army to arrest some unknown gunmen and tag them IPOB, ESN founding fathers is outrageous. The statement by IPOB reads, "We, the great and noble family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, led by our indomitable leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okwuchukwu Kanu, wish to bring the latest pathetic attempts by the Nigerian army in a long line of previous wretched attempts by the Nigerian army to influence the justice in the upcoming case of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The illegal proscription of IPOB will surely fail as all previous attempts did." The Nigerian army have now gone one step further by stating that they have arrested the founding fathers of IPOB, whom IPOB did not know. The question any sensible person should ask is, where on earth is the founding mother of IPOB? What sort of officers and gentlemen would agree to be trotted out in front of cameras and microphones to be making a mockery of the image of their own Nigerian army? No class, no honor, no dignity. The IPOB, however, noted that the history of how IPOB was founded is a matter of public knowledge that predates what he describes as these childish antics by the media departments of the Nigerian army. He questioned, are the people handling Nigerian army telling us they are not aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the founder and leader of IPOB before they invaded his house to kill him in October 14, 2017? Is the army ignorant of the leading counts in the unlawful charges leveled against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the effect that he is the founder and leader of IPOB? Anytime there is a court case involving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB, the army will conduct their shame press conference to pressure the justice schedule to hear the matter, to either adjourn the case or deliver biased judgments against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB in general. This nonsense has to stop, and the public are hereby urged to disregard such blatant and shameless propaganda. Next time, they should tell us who the founding mother of IPOB is. The IPOB statement concluded. So after the army made a press conference showcasing the criminals that they have arrested and tagging them founding fathers of IPOB ESN, the IPOB made a press statement denying the claim, saying that they do not know who those criminals are. They don't have any affiliation with them and they don't have any connection with them. According to the IPOB, the only leader that they have is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he's the founder of IPOB and ESN. That any other person that the army is parading on screen, showcasing to the public, is purely a criminal and part of the unknown gunmen that they have stationed in the southeast to use and instigate violence, and after which they are going to blame the IPOB and ESN for instigating violence in the southeast. So the IPOB have publicly denied the news, saying that what the army are saying is pure, blatant lie, that the criminals that they arrested and parading on screen are just criminals known as unknown gunmen, criminals that they have stationed in the southeast to be committing crimes and mayhem on the people of the southeast, and after which they are going to blame the IPOB and the ESN as being responsible for the insecurity in the southeast. And that is why they are coming with full force and ammunitions to attack ESN and IPOB, accusing them of insecurity, whereas they are the ones that have stationed these unknown gunmen in the southeast. And when they finally arrest them, they will tag them as being members of ESN IPOB. But this time around, they have gone ahead to name them as founding fathers of IPOB and ESN, who are they trying to deceive. They knew fully well that Nnamdi Kanu is the leader and founder of IPOB. That is why they wanted to kill him in 2017 after they killed his parents and killed so many people in his community. They wanted to kill him, but Nnamdi Kanu was able to escape. They cannot form ignorant that they do not know that Nnamdi Kanu is the leader and founder of IPOB, that the criminals that they are parading on screen are the popular unknown gunmen that they, the army, have stationed in the southeast to confuse the general public. So that is the statement from the IPOB command. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our news update. If you look at the top right corner of your screen, you see an icon. Click on it to watch my next video. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.